guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Lita from Art with Lita, and I hope you enjoy today's video. Today I'm doing an intuitive style painting. I have sketched out a rearing horse. He's up on his hind legs with his front legs in the air, and he's just looking strong and powerful and confident, and I really tried to capture that in my sketch. That little thing you saw me do with the paper there is a little trick that you can do to get your paper to lay flat when you're using a lot of water. Doing that means that you can avoid taping, and I never tape anymore. I always just wet the back of it, and believe it or not, it'll lay nice and straight, and you don't have to worry about, taping things down and removing the tape and all of that jazz. Today I'm going with a blue theme. I love the color blue, and I find that actually many of my horses usually have blue in them in one way or another. I laid down a lot of water, and the paint is spreading nicely. That is my Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolor set, and the sketchbook I'm using is Stillman and Birn. That blue paintbrush is a creative Mimik. I think it's a number 8 if I'm not mistaken. I'll have all these listed in the description below. I did dry the paper before starting to put the spots on him. Now, the spots are not Appaloosa spots. I saw a picture of a breed of horse called a nab strupper, and boy, are they beautiful. Go ahead and Google them. It's a breed from Europe, and they are just absolutely gorgeous. Now, he doesn't have the face of a nab strupper. I think it was an Andalusian, but I decided to add some spots on him anyways, because, it's my painting, it's my world, I'll do what I want. One thing that's really impressed me with my Stillman and Birn sketchbook is just how much water it can take. I mean, I can just throw so much water and so many layers of paint at this thing, and it doesn't start peeling. It doesn't, pill. It doesn't do any of those things. It's just really, really nice paper. But like I said, I think in a previous video, it does act more like hot pressed watercolor paper. So if you're thinking of a Stillman and Birn sketchbook, do keep that in mind. I love making things that are not their proper colors, so I went with blue today. I did just add in a very light blue wash at the beginning, and then I went in and added just a slightly darker blue to define where his muscles are and the various wrinkles and stuff he has going on. This was such a fun painting to make. He's such a pretty horse. The reference photo for this comes off of a Facebook group for free reference images. I'll link that in the description below also. It's a really great group, and they have all different types of free reference photos there. And sometimes even professional photographers put their photos up, and artists are allowed to use them. With these watercolor paintings that I do in this style, I'm not trying to get a lot of detail. I'm not trying to capture every hair and every shadow. What I'm trying to do is capture a feeling. And this guy gave me a feeling of strength. He just looked strong and he looked confident. And I guess that's what I want to feel myself. I want to feel strong and I want to feel confident. You know, sometimes we struggle with things. I like the feeling of being able to take on anything. You know, there's a Bible verse that says that my health may fail, but the strength of my heart remains the Lord. So even when we go through bad times, maybe, you know, our bodies are weak, we can continue to have confidence because the Lord will be the strength that we need when we no longer have it. And I think that's a very comforting thought. I am darkening up the background there, making it nice and blue. This, like I said at the beginning, this is a blue themed painting and everything's gonna be blue. I'm being very careful to not mess up what I've already painted. I'm getting nice sharp lines around his hooves and around his face. I do think I'm using more than one blue from my set there. I'm kind of just dipping back and forth, but they are similar enough that you can't see a huge difference. You can see, just look at the amount of water on that page. And it's accepting it all beautifully. I really like that. I do enjoy working with my Kuretake Gansai Tambi set. They are not a very transparent watercolor though, they're quite opaque. They can be transparent if you water them down a lot, but they're more like somewhere between a gouache and a proper watercolor is what they are. And as long as you know what to expect from them, it's fine. But if you go in thinking that they're going to be like a Daniel Smith or a Winsor Newton, you're going to be disappointed because they're not quite that transparent. They are almost in their own category when it comes to watercolors. Just trying to add some variation into the background there, adding that light blue. Now I'm giving it a spray to get that water to start flowing. You see what I mean when I said that this paper takes a lot of water? All that and it still doesn't pill, huh? How great is that? It's pretty awesome. That's a technique I love to use for backgrounds. Although the trick is to not spray too much. If you spray too much, then everything just muddies together and makes, you know, one big splotch of color. So you need to spray enough to get the paint moving, but not so much that it all mixes together. You can even see that I got some granulation going on there, and that was nice. I don't go out of my way to seek out granulating watercolors. I know that they're all the craze at the moment, but I do enjoy it when I see that I happen to have some. This was a rather simple watercolor painting to make. Just a nice little way to fill up a page in my sketchbook, and I did enjoy it. There I am drying it out, and you can see just how varied and just how interesting that background is. I hope you enjoy as I put the final finishing touches on this painting. of strength personified, I guess I can say. I'm not sure yet what I'm going to call this guy. But if you like this video, do give me a thumbs up, a like, and subscribe. It really does help my channel. Anyways, till next time, be blessed. Lida out.